Welcome back to Staten Island Airfield. Today we're out here and we're going to be doing something that we've done before but we haven't yet done this year, which is look at what's in my bag. And today we're looking specifically at what's in my Whoop bag. It has changed quite a bit since the last time I did this kind of check-in. So without further ado, let's get into it. So starting off with the bag, what I use is a North Face Router Transit. It's my traditional backpack. It's what I use for all of my outdoor adventures, and it suits carrying the Whoop stuff pretty well. There's also plenty of space to tuck stuff that's not the Whoop stuff in there too. So if I'm going out, I can bring my Whoops with me and also whatever else I need for that day. So let's start out on the outside of the bag, and this is usually where I pack my chargers and tools. So I have a goggle battery, 4S, 1500 milliamp hour. I have the iFixit little toolkit, so screwdriver, hex, all the rest of that stuff. A charger for my Whoop batteries. I think that's all that's in that side. Go over to the other side. Over here we have the most essential. We have the Whoop Store 3 by Vifly, essential to any Whoop kit. And I have an all-line 4800 3C battery, something that I'm testing out right now, see how that does. And also in here, this is unrelated really to this quick look, but I also have the SkyRC B6 Neo. It's a charger that I'm trying out for charging both goggle batteries as well as charging regular FPV batteries while out in the world. In here, I usually will tuck an action camera and any pre-charged batteries. So right now, both of these guys are charged up and ready to go. So this pocket generally only houses that stuff. In here, open up this pocket, I'll usually stick my prop popper, which if you're playing with tiny Whoops and you don't have a prop popper, I would highly recommend checking one out. It is essential to getting props on and off. I also have the newest acquisition, I feel like, to my kit, which is this right here. Thanks Nas 2D for the 3D prints. But this is my HDZero monitor, 2 RC antennas up top. This thing is phenomenal for keeping an extra set of extra backup DVR, as well as just having an extra set of eyes so I can show people what I'm flying. Here we've got an electric screwdriver, same one as I've had before, still working great. Check it out on Amazon. It's super cheap. I don't think it was on sale on Prime Day, but I swear Rotor Riot just released a branded version too. So in here, in this top pocket, we have the all-important, I tucked a bunch of other batteries in there, but hey, all-important HDZero goggles. Those I have the True RC antennas up top. These are also charged batteries. They're not in the right pocket. But those goggles have been fantastic. Probably the best analog goggles you can buy right now. If you are a new pilot, I would highly recommend checking out HDZero if you're interested in flying Whoops, freestyle, and racing. Next, let's skip over that case for a second. We have our tried and true Radium Master Pocket. That thing works fantastic. It's been a staple of my Whoop kit, super small, super light. In here, on this GoPro case, unzip, we have all of my props and all of my tools and spare parts for my Whoops. So if anything goes wrong with my Whoops, I have enough tools to deal with pretty much whatever happens. The only thing I don't keep in there is a soldering iron, because if I have to solder on Whoops, I'm kind of done for the day. Here, I've got my spare and storage charge batteries. Having trouble talking today. Unzip this. And also I keep a SpeedyB adapter in here if I need to use a 6S with my HDZero goggles. We have brand new packs of batteries, one WeBleed, the tinier cells, and a set of 18650s, and these are all storage charge batteries that are ready to go. So that is my battery bag. And last but not least is this bag right here, and this keeps, actually before I get to the Whoop stuff, before we get to the Whoop stuff, check in here, and I have an external microphone for the HDZero goggles, as well as my analog module, and then extra antennas if I need for the analog module, if I'm going a little bit longer range with it. And last but not least is this, the most important case in my Whoop kit, the Whoops. So up here I have some primary props. The extra props are all stored in that parts bag, but I have my whoops. So let's go through my whoops. So we've got, this is the newest whoop. This is an HDZero Eco whoop, BT 2.0, iGao tiny whoop motors, 3 blades on a WeBleed crown frame. This is fairly light, super punchy, still kind of like learning my way through it. Here we have an underground Whoop League build. This is also using the HDZero VTX. Has some bright purple LEDs all around, but it is exactly in the weight class, and it does run the CAC motor limiter and all that stuff. Next is my outdoor freestyle basher. This runs the RunCam Nano 3 for HDZero, as well as the regular HDZero Whooplite board. It's on a Flywoo Goku using Flywoo 1002 motors. That thing rips. This is my 65mm freestyle, run bi-blades, 702 WeBleed screamers, ORT antenna up top, and a BetaFPV flight controller. And that basically rounds out my HDZero/HD whoops. And then next are my analog whoops. I have a 65mm, which is basically just a stock ELRS Happy Model Mobula 6. That thing is just fantastic as is. Really haven't changed all that much. This is actually the drone I learned to trippy spin on. You've seen it before, BetaFPV, upgraded motors to 23,000 kV. And actually this is basically a twin of this, just running analog, ultra short, True RC antenna in there. And then last but not least, the quote-unquote cinematic rig. It's got a 1080p camera, a DVR board in there. Oops. All in all, it's kind of an interesting drone to fly. It's a little heavy, it's a little chunky. It's not my favorite to rip around, but it is nice to have if I need to film in a pinch. So this is my whoop kit. All my whoops that I currently fly. Obviously they keep changing, they keep building, but this is probably what I'm going to carry into the Tyrant Pro Whooper freestyle boot camp, and probably what I'll continue on into the eventual iGao 4 competition, or sorry, iGao 5. I can't wait for iGao 5. It's going to be a little bit till iGao 5, but in the meantime, if you haven't already registered for the Pro Whooper competition for Tyrant, definitely go check it out. Hopefully you enjoyed this look at my whoop kit. It's a pretty refined kit at this point. I don't think there's a ton that I'm going to change. It just, everything works, and that's kind of what I like, is I can grab this bag, everything's good to go. HDZero has become my favorite digital whoop system, and the fact that there might be an all-in-one with HDZero built into it is super exciting to me, and I can't wait to check it out. If you've enjoyed this video, please leave a like down below. Obviously subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. You'll be notified when new videos drop. And as always, I do put Amazon affiliate links or other affiliate links down there for stuff that I use. This is stuff that I use on a constant basis. I'm not going to recommend you something I do not constantly use, because that would kind of suck. I don't want you just buying random crap. I want you to buy stuff that will last, that won't end up in a landfill, because there's too much stuff in a landfill already. With that said, thank you for joining me in today's video. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.